A giant space rock is heading our way. This is Skywatch TV News for May 12th, 2015. I'm Derek Gilbert. A rock designated 1999 FN53, thought to be about a mile across, will pass within about 6 million miles of Earth on Thursday. Now, if this were to actually impact the Earth, the results would be catastrophic. But don't panic just yet. To put this in context, the Moon is a little under 239,000 miles away from Earth, and according to JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the next time 1999 FN53 will even get this close to Earth will be May of 2134, assuming we're still here then. Israel takes aim at UNESCO. The UN's cultural organization has declared that the Temple Mount, which includes the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Dome of the Rock, belongs to all Muslims. And it's named Jerusalem a capital of Arab culture, joining cities like Cairo and Khartoum. Now, the Sanhedrin, and you did know that Israel has reconstituted the Sanhedrin, has drafted a letter of protest to UNESCO demanding revocation of the declaration regarding Islam's right to the Temple Mount and charges UNESCO with acting like a tool of belligerent Islam. Through its membership in UNESCO, the Palestinian Authority is trying to put together a case to take Israel to the International Criminal Court. In response, the Sanhedrin is convening a special court on Mount Zion to file suit against UNESCO. At issue, of course, is the Temple Mount, which is sacred to Judaism, the site of Solomon's Temple, and the Temple Institute, which seeks to rebuild the temple and reinstitute the daily sacrifices on the Temple Mount, is preparing for that future. They already have the altar built as of December. The vessels and special priestly garments are already in the wings, ready to be deployed as soon as that unblemished red heifer is located, and the search for that animal still continues. The spy chief of Syria has been arrested and charged with treason by the government of Bashar al-Assad. Ali Mamlouk, the head of Syria's National Security Bureau, was arrested by the regime over the weekend. Mamlouk was considered one of Bashar Assad's closest and most trusted advisors, a member of his inner circle. He is suspected of meeting with rebel sympathizers in Syria and also communicating with Turkish intelligence. Now, speaking of Turkey, the government there and Saudi Arabia have announced that they will cooperate in backing the rebels inside Syria. This is significant because Turkey and the Saudis have been at odds with one another for quite some time. You see, Turkey is a supporter of the Muslim Brotherhood, which the Saudi regime has oppressed and opposed for years. The Muslim Brotherhood was founded in 1928 by a man named Hassan al-Banna. The organization he founded was in response to the dissolution of the Ottoman Empire, the last caliphate, by Mustafa Ataturk, who is the father of the modern Turkish nation. Now, how long this arrangement lasts between Turkey and Saudi Arabia remains to be seen. Both of them want to be the dominant Sunni power in the region. Both of them have a vested interest then in opposing the designs of Iran, the preeminent Shia power in the region. However, the Turks are not Arabs, so there is an ethnic or racial component to the opposition between the two. And again, the Muslim Brotherhood, which was founded to oppose the new secular state that replaced the Ottoman Empire, has been a thorn in the side of governments in Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia, among others, in the region for years. And the Turks support the Muslim Brotherhood. Also, by the way, the announcements about the agreement between Saudi Arabia and Turkey made no mention of the Islamic State. And there are some indications, some evidence that Turkey's intelligence agencies have been smuggling weapons to the Islamic State across the Syrian border. Both governments, by the way, Saudi Arabia and Turkey, joining forces because they're frustrated with the lack of American support in driving Bashar Assad from power. The American foreign policy in Syria to this point has pretty much been airstrikes, which were first launched against the Assad regime, most recently have been launched against the Islamic State. One pundit in the Pentagon jokingly refers to Operation Inherent Resolve as, "Dude, where's my Humvee?" Because so far, many of the targets destroyed in these American airstrikes, nearly 300 over the last 6 months or so, are American Humvees that ISIS took from the Iraqi army. New research at the famous Nazca Lines in Peru indicate that the giant petroglyphs, the giant images of animals and apparently supernatural beings, have been used for different purposes in history by two different cultures. The first group of lines, mainly representing animals, was thought to be created before the year 200 AD. The second group of lines, which appear to include representations of supernatural beings, were made up to about the year 450 AD. And the second group of lines, according to researchers from Japan, the second group of people who created these lines also smashed ceramic pots at intersections of the lines in what they interpret as some sort of a ceremony or religious purpose. It could also be that these smashed pots are just the 5th century equivalent of tossing out empties at the end of a party. Now we can enjoy beef with all the goodness of fish. Genetic researchers have hacked the DNA of cattle to insert a gene isolated from a nematode, which is a simple type of worm. This gene codes for the production of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are known to have many health benefits, unlike the omega-6 fatty acids, which are the predominant kind of fatty acid found in beef. So introducing the gene into cattle DNA resulted in a 5-fold increase in omega-3 production. The bad news is that most of the calves died before they reached the age of 4 months. The final episode in our 5-part special investigative series On the Path of the Immortals, ahead of the release of the forthcoming book by Tom Horn and Chris Putnam, airs tonight on the Christian Television Network. You can watch it at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That's UTC-4 or UTC-5 if you're elsewhere on the planet. This will air on the Dish Network, channel 267, DirecTV channel 376, the Glory Star channel, or Glory Star satellite rather, channel 117, and of course it streams live to the internet at the Christian Television Network's website, ctnonline.com. Now we'll post this interview later in the week to skywatchtv.com, also to our YouTube channel, and if you'd like to watch this program or any of these daily news updates, or just audio-only versions of these. If you're busy around the house and just want to listen rather than watch, you can do that as well. All of that on our Roku channel. The Skywatch TV Roku channel can be added to your Roku account, and we've got very specific step-by-step instructions on how to do that at skywatchtv.com/Roku. We talk a lot about spiritual warfare on this program and on Skywatch TV, and we'd like to help you be prepared. In return for your gift of any amount to Skywatch TV, we'd like to offer to you this book, hardback copy, special edition by Dr. Jack Graham, called Unseen. It's his book on spiritual warfare, coming to you from the 2-time president of the Southern Baptist Convention and this year's honorary chairman of the National Day of Prayer. Again, your gift of any size, and if you'd like to find out how to donate to Skywatch TV, you'll find instructions at the website, skywatchtv.com. Keep watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert, and this is Skywatch TV.